What we are dealing with here is so complex, still on justice for Mohbad. Wunmi's sister, Karimo, jumped out and she started screaming, saying that Mohbad's brother, Adura, is about to buy himself, is about to unalive himself, is about to delete himself. And I asked myself, why? Well, you are in for a shocker, ladies and gentlemen. What you're about to see, what you're about to hear, in fact, Primeboy is out once again. You know, the talk surrounding Primeboy is not clear. They said Primeboy used some juju on Mohbad. They said, no, Mohbad bled previously. Cynthia said, no, Mohbad did not bleed previously. So which of it are we going to take? What happened to Mohbad? This question, it has been resonating for more than 365 days. What pied Mohbad? Is it juju that pied Mohbad? What pied Mohbad? Is it that Mohbad bled previously? What pied Mohbad? What happened to Mohbad? According to his younger brother, he said it is juju because when I punched Primeboy, I felt uneasy. I felt something strange. And now that I heard, I didn't see that my brother had a conflict with him, I am concluding that it is juju. And I'm like, okay, hold on a second. There are some juju that work like that. But why is it that you did not buy? Why is it that you did not buy? What made Mohbad buy? What happened in that house? Questions have been asked. What about the video? What about all of that? You're about to hear some deep one from Primeboy. You'll also be listening to Yomi Fabi. In fact, this matter go long. This matter go long. And at the end of it, we'll get to that bus stop, that place that we are heading towards. It is so sad. So sad that someone will be telling us that she's for justice. And then this person is trying to stop us from grilling Adura because Adura holds the key that will unlock the prison door that our sister is going to get into and stay put. And because Adura has become an accessory to homicide or femicide or whatever side, then he must also, having opened the door, he will go in there, lock the door, and throw away the key. That's basically what's going to happen. Is that the pressure that is mounted on them? I want you to hear the full confession of Karimo and, of course, Primeboy. You will hear all of them. Don't forget to like and share. Don't forget to tap on the subscribe button. Let's get right into it.
Adura, you are attempting suicide. Tó bá para ẹ̀, ìyá ẹ̀ ló pa. Ìyá dẹ̀ máa jà àwọn ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́ tó kù lọ́wọ́ ìyá ẹ̀. Adura. Tó bá jẹ́ káwọn olórí burúkú yìí kó fi tiwọn kó bá ẹ. Wàá dọ̀run wàá mọ̀ tọ́. Because if you hurt yourself, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọmọ méjì. Kò sí nǹkan tó lè sọ fún ìyá ẹ̀ máa kú ni. Tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí bá dé ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ, Adura. If you try that shit, ṣé o mọ̀ kó máa ń sọ? Wọ́n ló máa ń sọ pé ṣèbí Mohbad ti kú. Ṣèbí Mohbad ti kú. Tí ìwọ náà bá kú kò léèwọ̀. Right now, he's going through withdrawal symptoms because he's not smoking again. Lọ́dọ̀ wa ń bí rehab, wọ́n máa ń ṣe rehab fáwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀. Òtútù máa mú wọn báyìí. Wọ́n máa wò sí báyìí. Ó máa wọ́n bí kán rí nǹkan tó ń mu tẹ́lẹ̀ kán máa mú. Wọ́n máa gbọ̀n. Wọ́n máa wà uneasy. Those are the things you are saying. Go and look it up. Adura stopped smoking. He has stopped smoking. Out care. Go and look up withdrawal symptoms. I want signs in them, Mary. Why is Adria not talking? Sorrow. Atuma Wubai. Atuma Win. Adura. Chorito Batu Pelui. Wala Jao. Emi wa fe son kokon fun e. I'm going to tell you this because of the statements. Tí mo gbọ́. Sí internet mi sọ fún mi.
Àdúrà náà dẹ̀ lélẹ́yìn. Ṣé ọ̀pẹ́ kan ti ẹ lókù? Kò ń ṣe ọmọ títí wọn lókù. Ọmọ títí èmi lókù. Ṣùgbọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ láti ṣe láyé ẹ máa fi bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ṣe o. Tó ní gbogbo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ni ọmọ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀dá ni.
Mímọ ká sí ọmọ tọ́mọ yìí máa commit crime lọ. Ẹ ṣó ní burúkú. Ẹnẹ́jì àtọwọ́ tẹ fún ọmọ tó wá sí Ìkẹjà. Kí ló dé fi bọ̀ police lọ? Àwọn ọlọ́pàá tẹ́ ń lò tẹ́ ní ṣe bálabàlá. Kí ló dé fún ọmọ yẹn ní protection? And then parọ́ wèrè pé Àdúrà something will happen to Àdúrà. Stop being fooled. That's what they don't want him to say is within their circle. Àwọn yẹn bọ̀ ní fẹ́ pa. And then if rubbish you are, and then don't know what they're doing. My son now, they say he's not the one that wrote it. Okay, if I insist he's the one, how will I hurt him? Okay, if I insist he's Àdúrà, who do you think want to hurt him? Go and report to the police and don't come and talk at the corona at the press conference. So much we have to make this country work. If you know there is a potential danger to your son, report immediately to the police. If I am the danger, report me to the police and let's go and say it. If me insisting that Àdúrà is the one chatting with me will endanger his life, go and report me to the police. And if you know that me insisting, or if Àdúrà should, that means Àdúrà has something to say. And if you know if I should continue like this, Àdúrà will be forced to speak the truth and his life will be endangered. Then tell us who want to endanger his life. Is it one that want to endanger his life? Is she bigger than the Constitution? Is she bigger than the law? Who are behind her? If you know you love your son, if you truly are not a terrible mother, the way Mohbad portrayed you, that is the time you have to scream out all the energy. Scream out those people that are likely to hurt your son if he speaks the truth. Not you coming after your family and saying, oh, if you maintain, as if I am lying against him that his TikTok was used. As if there is no video. You know, you yourself know that the video existed. And camera, you know, if you know what the law enforcement are making you look like. Again. You want to ruin Àdúrà's life. You left Mohbad. This one, you are not there. You are only here to destroy for your own self-aggrandizement. You are making a mess of yourself and you're making me look stupid. Whoever you think will endanger the son of your life, you have the window of opportunity. Campus Bossy, look at those guiding your son. Your ex-husband said they cage his own son. And she want that. At the end of the day, by the time you will know that the nonsense you're doing with social media is coming back on your own son and children, that's when you will know you are already a jeopardy. That is when you will know. But we are not going to accept this nonsense. Mohbad belongs to us. He's a Nigerian. It's our duty to stand by him. If Mohbad is in the military, am I going to turn my back on him? If Mohbad is wearing the army uniform, fighting for me, is he fighting for a single name? If Mohbad is in the forefront, and I run to the Nigerian embassy, I am a Nigerian, he will say whose family?
Ti máa ń fàdúrà àwọn ní ti pé kò ń ṣe wẹ́ẹ̀lì ẹ̀kọ́ máa bá wù lẹ́fù bẹ́ẹ̀ ládùúgbò gbogbo ìhà tí Mohbad kọ sí. I understand.
Àwọn tó ṣẹlẹ̀, àwọn tó level tó bá wọn wà ń bẹ̀, we don't know what nǹkan tó kó rẹ̀ sí. You know, I don't know his level of involvement, but
he still sacrifice his life for gan láti sọ tó tọ́ gan ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
Only chance here because either side la need it. One need it long here, I don't need them be. So nobody can touch him. So Osibo Ifeṣe tó bá take
We don't even need him. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ló need ẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ gan.
òun náà ni àwọn àpẹlẹgbẹ kó ṣe normal.
And pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń sìnkú ẹ̀ yẹn níbo làwọn yẹn yí wá àwọn alágbára tó ń sìnkú ẹ̀.
Kí lẹ sọ fún mi?
Mo ní àwọn alágbára tó ń kó sí lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n jẹ́ kó
Kò
sọ̀rọ̀.
sálágbára ń bì kankan, alágbára báwo?
Àwọn OPC, àwọn alágbádá white.
ṣùgbọ́n
Ẹ kàn bá bẹ àdúrà mórí ẹjọ́ bá bẹ àdúrà bó jẹ́ dọ̀bálẹ̀ bó jẹ́ ní ti.
Lágbára
Tó bá
Ọlọ́run.
jẹ́ owó ló nídìí tó máa fi sọ tòótọ́ ẹ bá bẹ ogó jẹ́wọ́. Wọ́n ṣe mí ló fẹ́ help because èmi wọn ò lè gbé gẹ̀ẹ́sì bíbá yẹn ọkọ̀ wọn máa tanra wọn ni. Ó help kàríà ẹ̀.
ó ní fídíò yẹn lọ́wọ́.
Kó help kàríà ẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ mọ́ kó wà láìpù yìí. Ó ń
Flaw
ṣe
tí Mr. Yomi show yẹn flaw yẹn náà ó show nínú fídíò tó blur yẹn.
Flaw lé Mohbad nìyẹn náà èmi gan ní
Flaw lé Mohbad
fídíò tí mo ti ṣe ń lé Mohbad
ìyẹn
dáadáa.
tàdúrà ń sọ pé 3 years yẹn ṣé àdúrà lọ bá gbé lé Naira Marley ni.
Kò yé wa
Tí ẹ̀
fún
báwo
ọ.
Mr. Yomi excuse me sir Mr. Yomi gbogbo ilé tí Mohbad gbé ni mo ní fídíò ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ tẹ́ pé mo ní snap ó máa pè mí báyìí ó gbélé bíbáyìí mo mọ bí floor bíbáyìí ṣe mo mọ bí floor bíbáyìí ṣe mo mọ bí floor gbogbo ilé tó ń gbé ni mo mọ bí floor ẹ̀ ṣe inú ilé Mohbad gan a mọ bí floor inú ilé ni a máa gbà tó wà nílé ni a máa ń gan a mọ bí floor ilé ni a máa ń ṣe rí torí a lọ kí bẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan so gbogbo pé wọ́n fẹ́ pa wọ́n pé 2 years yẹn wọ́n bí dáa àbí tó bá fẹ́ kó rẹ̀ sí wàhálà this is why mo ti máa ń sọ fún kó jọ torí kó tiẹ̀ kó má ro ti ìyá ẹ̀ kó má ro ti bàbá kó wo nǹkan tóun fẹ́ jẹ́ fúnra òun mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ kó wà ní láìfù yìí kó wo nǹkan tóun fẹ́ jẹ́ fúnra òun kó dẹ̀ wù kó bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run kó ní bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run kó ní lọ́kàn.
Ojókòó tí mi níjẹta and that means I will give him chance to still sit we will sit together worst case scenario tí mo bá lọ àdúrà let's sit together apologize to the public tó bá ti ṣetán jókòó adèmàgbà apology ẹ̀ and then he will have his career orí ìdúró bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ti sign it proper label tó bá he needs a career they took advantage of his ambition n tẹ́mi rí nìyẹn ẹgbẹ́ òótọ́ yẹn lẹ́nu mi wọ́n mọ̀ pé ó láìkí ó fẹ́ ní career so they worked on that and they were taking advantage of it go on Primeboy go on.
So welcome please anyway tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé lè need láti bá enter ẹ̀ sí torí èmi normal ní life mi mo máa ń bẹ̀ normal because ó máa ń stream life everybody ó máa ń stream life everybody fear ni ó máa ẹ̀rù ń bọ̀ àbóyè wa ọmọ kékeré ní ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni tẹ́ mo yẹn wò ó pé kó má ti ọmọdé bọ̀ òun náà ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ti kú òun gangan la ní ìdìbà yìí sìn òun lè ní.
ìyá Mohbad yẹn ti ẹ̀ pàmílẹ̀ onígbà tí promise kú anybody lè kú náà anybody kú lè kú lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn can you imagine.
ṣe rí màmá yẹn tí ó bá ṣẹ̀wọ̀n díẹ̀ ló máa kú torí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi gan fúnra mi èmi gan ṣe tán àti ràn lọ sẹ́wọ̀n mi ò mọ̀ yá yẹn èmi ò mọ̀ lílé ọmọ mi Mohbad ni because when Mohbad was with me when Mohbad was suffering when we were going together looking for money ẹ mọ̀ mi rí ìyá yẹn mi ò rẹ́ni tó jọ ìyá yẹn ìgbà tí Mohbad ní fame tán ló ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ introduce sí mi pé Prime mọ́mí òun lélẹ̀ anytime tí bá sọ̀rọ̀ pé mọ́mísí ẹ̀ ń kọ́ mood ẹ̀ máa ń bàjẹ́ ni nítorí ẹ̀ ni mi ṣe ń blame popsi ẹ̀ because bàbá yẹn suffer lórí ẹ̀ níwọ̀n bá tójú mi rí mo mọ̀ pé àmánì yìí ó jìyà lórí ẹ̀ so ẹni tó dẹ̀ jìyà ó lè jọrọ̀ bọ̀ ṣe rí ìyá yẹn kò ní access sí anything nínú life bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn.
Look at she came to a live show a press conference one press conference saying ó fi mí kọrin ó fi mí tajà.
ó fi ẹ́ tajà báwo wọ́n ṣe ní fi ẹ́ tajà ṣọ́n fa bí amọ̀ gidi tajà ni.
Terrible.
10 years àná sí mọ́ mi music is real ẹ̀kọ́ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú music gangan ló ń sọ.
ó ṣe ń dùn ìyá yẹn ó dùn ìyá yẹn pé ó sọ pé daddy I am sorry ó dẹ̀ sọ pé mọ́mí òun ò rí mọ́mí òun ó rí nígbà tó yẹ pé ó bá padà kọ́lé fún mi létà èyí tó ti ṣe fún ìyá yẹn ní oró yẹn sínú so.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ máa ṣoríire ajé ìyá yẹn ò ka Mohbad bí ọmọ kò ká bí ọmọ bóyá wà yẹn ìyá tó wá ò jẹ́ kádùúrà sọ̀rọ̀ ìyá yẹn gangan ló bà conference tẹ̀sẹ̀ yẹn jẹ́ ó dùn mí gan ìyá tó yẹ kẹ́ mú security wà tó máa kọ́kọ́ tì sínú gan.
bàbá bó ṣe ṣe yẹn gangan I delivered my speech they gave her opportunity to talk she displayed her own whatever she wants to display
But ó sì ti tarọ́ tì í náà, Mr. Yomi.
Àti ẹni bodyguard tó ń sanwó fún tó ń wọ funfun kiri bíi.
Ó lè
Ó ti
distract
tarọ́
wọn
tì í náà, ó distract yín.
bọ rí pẹ́sì àgbáyé ló ṣe ni.
On interrupt the president of America.
Rí pẹ́sì àgbáyé ló ṣe globally rí reaction àwọn èèyàn ni.
Mi ì rí tears kankan lójú mà
ó ṣẹ̀sìn àgbáyé ni kò mọ̀ ní. Ṣé yẹn wá jẹ́ ìdarọ́?
Lójú ya yẹn lọ́jọ́ yẹn kò drop báyìí.
Àwọn àgbákò mọ̀dà.
Ẹ̀sìn àgbáyé ló ṣe tí ò mọ̀.
Mi rí single tears báyìí kó drop lójú ya yẹn jọ yẹn. Ó kàn ń ké kí akọ ni.
Ẹ̀sìn awọ́rò.
Ó kàn ń pariwo ò jẹ́ ká gbádùn. Èmi kan fọ́sẹ̀ mi mo bá mọ̀ kékeré kan báyìí máa wáyé ni ẹ máa bá mi bẹ̀.
Ìyá Mohbad ò pọ̀
yọ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ fún mi ní invite.
Ọ̀rọ̀ kì í yé ìyá Mohbad rẹ̀.
Apologize for lying.
Ìyá Yorùbá ẹ má bínú.
I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Àjọ wàánu kínní yìí ni àjọ wàánu ẹ̀ ni.
Don't worry, another conference will come very shortly.
Wọlé.
Very soon because agbádọ̀ tábàdẹ̀ sí ìrówó àti pursue case against the Àdúrà tàbáyé resources there tàbí lè ṣe another we have to keep talking tó bá yá gan lọ́wọ́ sọ pé ẹ dá àwọn púpọ̀ ìlóhùn náà ẹ lọ ṣe nǹkan ẹ lọ àtẹ́nìsí Àdúrà yìí kẹ lọ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà.
ẹ jẹ́ ìsọ̀rọ̀ fún Ṣayọ̀mí àwọn ọ̀gá àwọn head ọlọ́pàá kan wà tó yẹ pé wọ́n ò mọ̀ ń pa kéèsì tó bá mọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí máa ti níyànjú. Wọ́n bo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí mọ́lẹ̀ láàrin ara wọn.
To be honest with you, to pursue Àdúrà's case, you know, it's a different ball game. Resources will be needed. You know what I'm trying to say. And again, before you write in the petition, before they do all the stuff, I mean, if I go into details, so if we can't get funds for that, if Timothy were 2 weeks, or let me say the end of this January, by February we'll put up another conference and then we'll still do it again, scream, and then if I am KG, then the old police in Nigeria will just say, why doing the second time again? The world will say, why are you not responding to this person? Because taba competition, see, look at me now. Somebody said I wrote fake petition to party. It's not a petition. Somebody was going to say it was a notification. But look at another NGO wrote to the same party. They wrote there. They told them we have a petition from Yomi already. The same way I did a press conference in the whole world. I said I wrote petition to social place. I mentioned the name of the Oga there, and one sick, God-forsaken person is saying I did not write petition. Is it possible I wrote a petition there that they will not respond to me? It's a lie. I didn't write a petition. Look at Sheba set up Buboru Center here.
Why do you wait?
You can see how they make people to want to go after somebody like me. Somebody will now open his or her mouth to say that kind of gibberish.
Why do you always care about people like that?
No, I'm just saying why people should not listen or go to some people again, because when they do all these things,
it is their business. Anybody that let them go. At this point, we don't need to prove. You don't need to keep proving your worth.
No,
right?
I'm not proving.
Whoever wants to go, let them go astray. Everything is obvious now. And yes, yes, sir. Ìyàtọ̀ ti wà láàrin bó ṣe rí tẹ́lẹ̀ àti bó ṣe rí ń sìn. Yeah, at the end of the day, àti ẹjọ́ sá president kí ló ti ń pè epo àti àlìkámà wọ́n ń dàgbà pọ̀. Ṣèbí ọjọ́ kan wà tí Ọlọ́run sọ pé a máa yọ méjèèjì. We are going to say we don't at this point. Everything you do online offline, let it remain. If anybody come here to tackle kiniko ironu, let it be. You don't even want to know. You don't even want ironi. We don't need to keep proving worth for nobody. I beg.
Èmi tí mi ò sínú ilé rárá mi tẹ̀ sínú díẹ̀ ló kù tẹ́ ẹni tayọ̀
èmi ti sọ prime bàbá wo tí ẹ ọ̀nà bleed láti
bleed kọ́. ó fi mí distract ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ Ọlọ́run ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ lẹ́dàá ìjà mi ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ dúró re ọmọ ẹ̀ ń jà wèrè gan-an.
wọ́n máa sọ anybody bàbá wọ́n sọ anybody sábẹ́ bọ́ọ̀sì tó bá dùn dáadáa.
kò ń ṣe ilé mi ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń dùn mí ni wípé Wunmi fún ẹ ó jẹ́ kó mọ owó èèyàn tí mo jẹ́ normal pé prime ń gbé ṣẹ́wé mi wá ló yẹ kó máa bá play game yẹn.
jáde àwọn ọ̀kà ń ronú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o wo bọ́ọ̀yà Àdúrà yẹn òun nìyẹn lọ́sọ̀ pé wọ́n ti hàǹgì ẹ̀yẹ tó ń gbọ̀n òun bá ń gbọ̀n bí ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mà
ọmọ ọlọ́mọ.
wọ́n tún wá wọ́n ìbò kan fún wọn ní kinní kan ni wọ́n tún wá ọ̀n wá wait mo wọ̀ báyìí pé máa bá mi dúpẹ́ pé if I have an ayẹyẹ ilẹ̀ sọ́ngbà yẹn Yomi you talk kinní kan go and work with this person èmi yẹn lẹ́ni mo sọ̀rọ̀ eléyìí tó ń sọ kọ́tọ̀kọ́tọ̀ nǹkan ṣèbí kílódé yìí sọ pé eléyìí náà sọ̀rọ̀ jù tẹ́ni kí ló máa bá ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ wo jágbàjàgbà tó ń sọ.
Total recklessness coming from Mohbad's mother. There is nobody that will celebrate Mohbad's mother. There is no one that will hope and pray and wish that Mohbad's mother is our mom. There is nobody that will want to have Mohbad's mother as a relative. This kind and type of people will pretend as if they are not intelligent. Yeah, they are not wise, but they are cunning in their way. So I will give them that form of intelligence to decipher good and bad. But the thing is this, they embrace bad things. They do not weigh the good. They don't weigh it with the bad. They choose bad at the end of the day. As long as that bad will fulfill whatever they want as a quick fix. Mohbad's mother, the first check, or is it envelope, that Cynthia got, apart from the donation, was that came from two sources. One came from a failed politician that Bush Baby, that's Tonto Dike, was trying to revive his career, a failed politician. And he brought brown envelope. We don't know how much is in that envelope. Maybe it's 50K, maybe it's 100,000, maybe something of that range. I cannot say. Maybe it's 200K, maybe it's 500,000, maybe it's 5 million. I don't know. We also heard that the governor of the state also came condolence and he dropped brown envelope. Out of this, Cynthia is the one that is doing the sharing of money. Mohbad's mother liked it. She felt good. In fact, she moved all her bags and baggage, everything, luggage, everything down to that house. She sat down there doing, hey, help me find Naira Marley, Sam Larry, hey, my son suffered, hey. And she's this kind of person that cries without tears coming out of her eyes. I don't know, maybe she has blocked tear ducts, or she's just that kind of person. I'm not going to judge her in that. Maybe she's that kind of person that they don't really cry. They make sounds of tears, of pain or cry. They make it, but it doesn't reflect naturally. And it doesn't mean that people that cry are now sincere people. But the thing is this, the way the woman went about it, at first we all thought she was being manipulated, giving stories that are not adding up. But later, I realized that it's a systematic thing. It's something that she's an expert in. It's something that she grew up in. It's something that she has mastered as a person. If not, let us even assume that she's trying to protect the interests of his son, in this case, Adura, and she does not like Mohbad. She said Mohbad messed her up. Mohbad used her to make money. Mohbad used her to create trend, to create that kind of thing that Mohbad sang about her. Say, this years, I know, see mommy, daddy, I am sorry. It means that Mohbad loved daddy than mommy. Now that Adura, who has nothing luminous to sell or to share to anybody at this time, she decided to embrace Adura. She manipulated Adura. After all, Adura is not really that kind of a bright person. But anyhow, he knows how to fight. He knows how to do his things. But in that video, he appeared as if he's dumb, he's dull, putting his head down, not saying much, because that is what he has been instructed. And secondly, he knows he knows how heavy his heart is. He can feel it. He knows it. He knows it more than any other person. He knows that on his shoulder he's carrying the weight of guilt. But greed, is kind of working to make it appear lighter, making it appear as if don't worry, that greed. But it doesn't. I think he can feel that greed is pressing on his shoulder. It's pressing real hard on his shoulder. What does he know? He knows a lot. But because his mom can't you see the way his mom is acting as if they are going to carry Adura? Let us even assume that it seems Yomi family wants to cause problem for Adura. Adura is not the one that chatted. It is Damola that chatted with him. And Adura is not that educated to know how to format his mobile phone. And maybe he can't even read and write very well. so he doesn't understand things. So he just gave the iPhone to his friend, collected money, and that's the end of it. And he's enjoying his own life. Let's say that's the case. But did it occur to Adura that seeking for justice for his brother, he should have been kind of worried about that video and say, hey, look, I want the full length of that video. I want to know what else happened to my brother, or what are the possibilities that when he got home, this and that. But then I'm just saying this. The thing is that he was present, so he doesn't need video to see. He was present all through that period. He said he didn't really see anything. He was in his own space. Mohbad was in his room with whatever. That's a story that we've been made to believe. And then somehow he was busy downstairs making noodles. They say that's all that they eat in that house. Noodles and egg, or noodles. That's all they eat. So he was busy doing noodles while Cynthia said she was busy making fried rice. What a pity. Maybe it's not on the same day, but on that day, he said he was busy making noodles. So he didn't really see what was happening. Not until the story that Cynthia came up with, that then I was downstairs. I saw when the nurse administered the first injection. Then I went downstairs to do my thing. I was trying to cook. I was trying to celebrate birthday of a child that is not even up to a year. I wanted to do half of the year. I was cooking fried rice, cooking it. Then all of a sudden, I did not see nothing. Then I heard something. Then I went upstairs. Mohbad was vomiting. Then I said, what happened? Why are you vomiting? Then I now said to myself, this is how he reacts to this particular medication. Okay, no problem. And let's start pouring water. He now told me that he's not feeling fine, that his body is hot. So since we don't have air condition in our room, the only place that has air condition is our son's room. So we quickly rushed and we went there and switched on the AC so that it can cool down. And then it didn't feel good again. Then we started calling ourselves. Then after everything, then we now said, okay, nurse. Nurse now came. The story is gibberish. Obviously, they are hiding major things. So one of the major things that they are hiding is what they did, the role they played. Let us assume that Mohbad came back home and he had injury before them. Prior to that, that injury could be the one that cost him a lot. He got infected when they brought in the nurse, and things just didn't go fine. In a sane climb, I mean, let us even say in a proper hospital setting, they would have given him some medication that would have maybe, let us say it is the nurse. But the funniest is that the nurse is not even nowhere. She's nowhere to be found. The last inquest she was supposed to attend, it was a lawyer that came, and she is supposed to come for cross-examination. The story is that she's afraid, she's scared of what people will do to her because they love Mohbad so much. That's the story. None of that holds water. None of them holds water. None of it. These are empty rubbish that they are selling out to us, all in a bid to frustrate us, all in a bid to manipulate us and deceive us. But we said no, we will not agree. These stories are not adding up. They are not making sense. How many of you were in that house? Till what time? I left around I slept. The next day, Mohbad came to meet me and said, are you the one fighting me yesterday? Then Mohbad said he wants a nurse. That's what they claim. They know that Mohbad is not alive to say, I want a nurse or not. They say, the nurse saw Mohbad, and Mohbad said, so you are the one. Oh, are you the one that's going to treat me? Okay. Mohbad slept there. Till today, we've not seen a nurse. We've not seen any nurse. The only thing we heard is from the mother of the nurse saying, it's not possible. What my daughter gave to Mohbad can never buy. It's not possible. It's just normal antibiotic. It's just tetanus. So tetanus can only be given. Tetanus is given, let me put it that way, when you have a cut. And that cut, most of the time, from most of the times, I'm not saying, is when sharp object, metal are used on you. There is always this fear that you might be infected from whatever it is that's on that metal. They call it tetanus. So, okay, we gave him that. It didn't do anything. Then later, he now started convulsing. From convulsing, he had a reaction. And from the reaction, it seems like his heart stopped beating. Now, coupled with the alcohol and lack of proper checkup and take care of himself, There are a lot of people living that life every evening. Give me location. They go, they drink, they eat this fatty fish, They keep putting in their body, saying, I want life, I come. Let me live it the way I want. Well. The autopsy is what people thought was going to give answers. But they said, because Mohbad has been kept for long. I also heard from the pathologists that Mohbad was intentionally kept for about 3 months before they even started anything. Is it lack of funds? What exactly is the thing that caused it? Is it lack of funds to pay for whoever that is going to take it out there? That's if they even took anything out there. It's just the letter A that they used. Till today, it is we, you and I, that is pressing and pushing for justice. If not, where will we be? Look at the mother of the child. Look at what she's saying, that if Mohbad can RIP, then it means anybody can RIP. So what the hell? Give me the money. Enough is enough. This boy that used me to sing, this boy that used me to make money, let me enjoy that money. Let me eat that money. But this one, Adura, nothing will happen to Adura. Adura is going nowhere. Even if Adura is aware, even if Adura knows, Adura should not say anything. Let Adura shut up. Let us share the money. But because the money is not forthcoming, the sharing formula is no longer sharing because Mohbad's father held his ground strong. Mohbad's mother has now become a mental patient. Yeah, look at her throwing theatrics, throwing tantrums, theatrics, and doing some kind of crazy display. She will jump up and hold that guy. Hey, yo, me, Fabi, yo, hey. And I'm like, what kind of craziness is this? What nonsense is this? If you want justice for your son, then let your son tell the truth. But I'm kind of believing that she knows more. She knows more. But then she does not like Primeboy because of Primeboy's mother. She believes that Primeboy's mother and Mohbad's father have shared secret places before. So that's why she came outside to even say that. So she doesn't like Primeboy. Sort of like, you know what? Let us keep this thing inward. Let's nail it on Primeboy. Then we can now work with whatever it is that we have on our hands so that we can make for ourselves what that also. That's basically what it is. I don't know what you think of this matter. Drop your comments. See you in the next update.